Hi, I'm Terry with 2ubs.com. Here at 2ubs we receive a lot of inquiries regarding Wilier Cento Uno and its sporty sibling, the Superleggera. So I'm going to spend a few minutes here discussing the differences of the two frames, and hopefully you'll get a better understanding and know what would be the better choice for you. Okay, one thing I want to address here is a common myth or misconception associated with the Cento Uno's shifting. There are rumors around that they have shifting issues in the back end. As of 2009, this is something that Wilier has addressed. It was simply basically the angle that the internal cable routing exited the chainstay. And post 2008, actually, that has been addressed, so that is something that you no longer have to think about during your purchasing decision. Now in my hands now is the quote-unquote standard Cento Uno here. This utilizes 46-ton high modulus carbon throughout the frame. It is a very stiff frame. Whether you're riding this thing all day long, you're in the mountains, you're sprinting and doing a lot of crit racing, this frame's not going to fail you. It is about 130 grams heavier than its sibling here, the Superleggera. But again, this is a great all-around bike with very good carbon fiber layup, incorporated throughout the bike. I'd say like a world-class, Pro Tour level frame, absolutely. Thanks. Now for the Superleggera, it is going to utilize an even stiffer carbon, which is hard to imagine. It's the 60-ton carbon. And they're going to be incorporating that into a lot of the vital areas of the frame that require a lot of rigidity, ultimately resulting in a stiffer ride. And with that said, it's going to be a little bit lighter, around 130 grams lighter than the standard Cento. You're not just paying an additional $1,000 to have a stiffer frame that's 130 grams, thereabouts, lighter. Just looking at the finish of the frame, Wilier goes one step further beyond the Cento Uno, which is hard to imagine because it is a stunning frame, the standard Cento Uno. But you can see that they incorporate little nice finishing touches in the carbon layup, like implementing fleur-de-lis in the actual carbon weave. Certainly a stunning frame to look at. But it's geared towards taking a great performing package like the Cento Uno and basically not making any compromises as far as performance goes and just delivering everything that you would require of your frame and then some. In my hands here is the SLR, which is also a Superleggera. However, it's got a little bit of a slightly different geometry here. I'd say almost more of a European racing geometry, a longer top tube and a shorter head tube than the standard Superleggera like you see behind me in the Lamprey edition. But that is something to note here of the difference here in the SLR. Well, it's certainly nice to be able to compare the numbers of the frames and what this is versus what that is. But it comes down to what's going to be the best frame for you, the Cento Uno or the Superleggera. The Cento Uno to me is simply perfection. It's a gorgeous looking bike. You can do anything with that bike. You can ride it through the mountains all day long. Again, sprinting in a crit, whatever it might be, that frame's going to perform for you and deliver, and it's going to be a comfortable ride. When it's sitting outside the coffee shop there on a Sunday afternoon, you'll be certainly the envy of your friends. Now, with that said here, the Superleggera takes it one step further. You'll notice it is a little bit more responsive under the pedal stroke. It is lighter. Now that's 130 grams lighter. There's a little bit more feedback because of its responsiveness due to the 60-ton carbon that you'll feel on the road. It's something that I wouldn't say it's more of an uncomfortable ride, but you're going to get more feedback because the frame's designed to basically transmit every little watt of power to the ground to propel you to the finish line first. That's the difference between the Superleggera versus the Cento Uno. With that said, an analogy might be the Cento Uno is a Ferrari F430, the Superleggera is a Ferrari F430 Scuderia edition. So definitely a step up, albeit just a slight step up from the Cento Uno. Now if you can't compromise, you want the ultimate ride quality, yet you want to make no sacrifices in performance, well, you might need to step it up a little bit further, maybe another $1,000 beyond the $4,500 Superleggera, and that is the Wilier Tristino 0.7, which is going to deliver unparalleled stiffness with a very comfortable ride. But that's another ball game put together there. So, well, I certainly hope you enjoyed our comparison of the Wilier Tristino Cento Uno and the Cento Uno Superleggera. Should you have any questions regarding the Cento Uno Superleggera, or any Wilier Tristino products, don't hesitate to contact us here at twehubs.com. That's info@twehubs.com. Other than that, make sure you enjoy the ride. We'll see you out on the road.